welcome viewers to this week's edition of Brave Namibia, where we celebrate both ordinary and extraordinary Namibians. Our first clip today takes us to Upur, where Kenya Kamboye spoke to stone polisher Uetuesapi Hengombe.
Good day, welcome to Okauko Gemstone. My name is Uetuesapi Hengombe. We are cutting different type of stones here. Like stones like chrysocolla, stones like sodalite. We actually shape them in different type of shapes like oval, markers, square, and many more shapes, beautiful shapes. So we are using different types of machines too, like pre-shaping machine, slicing machine, and calibrating machine.
Where do you get the stones from?
We get the stones from mini miners, let me say, or we go into mountains to go search for stones, or we buy stones too.
Okay. Earlier you mentioned that you do training as well for students. So can you just elaborate on that aspect of the organization?
Okay, training. I'm a trainer here. I'm a trainer. I'm training some of my students in Okauko here. I actually train them how to cut this different type of shapes and stones and know their hardness, how to cut them and how to shape them in different type of shapes.
And tell us, how did you acquire these skills? How did you acquire these skills? No, I don't cut. But how did you acquire the skill of cutting? Where did the passion come from?
I got the skills from my previous center, which is in Karipep. It's called Karipep Gemstone Center. And I've been there for 8 months.
What's nice about the job that you do?
The stones are just beautiful. The stones are very beautiful. They turn into beautiful stones. They make beautiful things. They are just so nice. Like, they are very sensitive. They are very precious. And they just turn up to be so beautiful. The moment you start cutting them, you start understanding why am I saying that.
What's so special? Why should one come to this place?
One should come to this place because you will benefit from it. Like, especially mining, I feel like people don't take mining that serious. But if you start coming to see what our country is having and the beautiful stones and what you can get from the stones, it's very benefiting. Like, it will benefit you.
When it comes to polishing, I'm sure it comes to perfection. How long does it take you to just polish a simple stone, the basic ones? How long does it take you?
We have two type of polishing machines. We have the tumbling machine and we also have the normal polishing plate. So for the tumbling machines, with the powders we use, sometimes it oversleep for a day or 2 days. But with the plate, the plate running, it's just a day with maybe 100 stones that we have polished and many more. If you are fast enough or we are fast enough.
Is this the only polishing place in the area, or are there others?
This is the first polishing, cutting gemstone in Okauko.
Okay, and what if I'm from, let me say, the north or Shakati or wherever, and I have stones, and I want certain designs and all that? Can I come through, and how does it operate?
Yes, you can come through. We also have our let me say, my lecturer or my boss. His name is Mr. Umbu. You can come through and talk to him. He's always in his office.
And what role do you think this place plays in our tourism sector? Does it have any place in us? Because you are working with art. Let me say you make artifacts like the jewelry and all that. What role do you think it plays in our tourism sector?
It plays a big role because obviously when tourists are coming in, they get amused, like, wow. So they always want to, how do you cut the stone? How did you make the stone? So it's benefiting too.
For tourism sector. And saying that it's the first let me say, stone cutting and polishing in the region? How is the reception been so far by the people? Do they like what you guys do, or they are saying no, we don't need, because it's something new, I believe.
So far, a lot don't know what is really happening here at the center, but I'm impressed by the way some few local people are coming in. They are so surprised and they're like, "Oh, is there such things happening here?" So I think by time people will come through, people will take their time and start
Yeah, and
coming.
being a trainer, does this mean one can only, once I acquire the skills from the center, should I only come and work here, or can I do it at home, or should just be employed in a place where the equipment are?
I feel like you should be employed at a place where there's equipment, because speaking of your own safetyness too, so I feel like you should just work at a place where there's all the equipment in order for you to have proper products at the end of the day.
And you're talking about safety. Can you elaborate? What is it, a dangerous kind of job?
It's not really a dangerous job, but then it needs all your mindset. It needs all your attention. You need to give full feed attention into it. You need to concentrate.
Okay.
We have a stone like this. Probably we got a stone like this in the mountains. So in order for me to have an oval or a marcus, I need to cut the stones. But this stone is very big to go use at the plate. So I need to make it in a smaller size. So I use my slicing machine.
Okay.
Yes. So
From there?
from there, let me say this stone, we cut in a smaller piece like this one to form a shape that I really want. So from a big stone, from slicing machine, I get a small stone. This small stone, I start at pre-shaping. This is my first plate I use, which is 180. The 180 is all about, it's not all about the fast, but the roughness, because the stone is also rough. It needs to cut the stone in order to shape the stone, let me say, in a circle like this, or in a pier like this. So this is a 180. We have a 200. We have a 600, and we have a 1,200 plate. This is our last plate. This is the finished part of the pre-shaping and making your shaping a oval, marcus, or a square. So I said that I spoke earlier that we have two different types of polishing machine. So this is our plating polishing machine, where I can use my hand polishing it, which is going to take a day or maybe 2 hours or so. And then we have our last machine there. This one, this is where all the magic happen. There's a tumbling machine where I use powders. We have a gray powder, we have a green powder. I spoke of the gray powder and the green powder. So those two powders are called chromosite and tenocyte. So what we basically do, we take all the stones we made for the day, the product of the day, because this machine it sleeps running. Let me say. So we take all the products we did, the different type of shapes, the oval, the markers, the circle, and the whatsoever. We put it in this machine. We add those different type of powder, the chromosite and the tenocyte. It runs for a day or two, because you stop to see if the stone is also well polished or not. So this is our final piece. After that, that's where you start putting your stone either on the earrings or on the jewelries, whatever you're going to create. This is what we call a calibrating machine. So calibrating machines, we just basically it's to help with the shape of the stone. Nothing much. Like if you felt like these machines did not give you the good base under, because we have a table, we have a griddle, and we have a pavilion on a stone. So if you feel like your griddle is not the perfect griddle, we take something we call a dope stick. We put wax, we take that stone, we put it on the dope stick. We actually put the dope stick here, and then you start grinding your griddle or your pavilion. That's it. So these are the finished products, well polished, well done, ready to be put at their juries or their perfect place they fit to be.
Next, we head to Enhana, where Tuyemo Hadula chatted to Albina Uusiku, Head of Training at the local VTC.
Good morning, I'm Albina Uusiku. I'm a plumber by profession. So the tools that we received, we are going to use them to train our trainees on cognitive skills, so to assist them to think critical and also to prepare them for labor market. So in the current world, people need to work as a team, so we have to prepare them to work as a team. So we are going to train them in groups. So we are going to give them a track to assemble so that they can get that skills of teamwork.
You've spoken about preparing them for the labor market, and with the current administration, they are focusing they're going heavy on vocational training centers and making sure that we produce people who are able to do technical work. What are your views on these, and how does this equipment align with those?
The equipment will enhance the way they will handle the tools. They will enhance their skills in terms of collaboration. It will prepare them for entrepreneurship skills. So when they are going to do these activities together, so meaning they are going to learn how they can work together, even if they have to come up with their businesses. So because there are businesses where you need to join, so combination of more than one trade. It can be electricians with plumbers and builders. So it will really help them to learn how to run a business together.
You are to give advice to a young person out there watching you now speak, and they are contemplating whether to come to VTC or whether to go to the University of Namibia. What would you say? Why would you encourage them to come to VTC?
TVET is a way to go. If you compare people who came from TVET system and those who are coming now from universities, for example, UNAM. So TVET trainees, they don't stay down without any work. So they don't wait for anyone to employ them. So as they are waiting for employment, perhaps to be employed permanently, so they can do extra work to earn income. So it is a hands-on, and it will always feed you.
I like that. I like that you say it will always feed you. Personal story. Why training trainees?
Yeah, I started my journey in 2003 as a level 1 trainee in plumbing and pipe fitting at NEMT. So thereafter, I joined some ministries, like Ministry of Regional and Local Government, where I worked as an artisan. So after being an artisan, so I realized that I gained enough experience. So therefore I decided to come and join TVET vocational institution just to plow back what I learned, to train trainees. So I was an instructor for plumbing and pipe fitting here at the Nana VTC, and then now I'm serving as a head of training. So it does not mean that if you are an artisan, you just end as an artisan, but you can still further your studies and become, if you want to become a manager, you can become a manager or so on.
What are your future and Nana VTC? Should we expect anything from you? Maybe a truck? I don't know, a truck house that you're going to, or a manufacturing industry that you're going to open up? What does the future look like?
Opportunity allows. So definitely you expect me to come up something. So because it's about innovation, there are a lot of things that we need to innovate. So our communities are facing a lot of challenges, and these problems, they need to be solved through TVET. So through research, so I might come up with a project that is going to rescue the community in certain challenges that they are facing.
Thank you so much. You've mentioned innovation. We are in the world of technology, which is fast changing, and it's also changing how we consume or how we live life. How do you incorporate this in your day-to-day learning for your trainees?
Yeah, our trainees is not like us. Living in the world of technology, they don't want to learn using the approaches that we have been using. So they want to have skills at hand. So meaning we enhance our training by making sure that some of the subjects are offered through online, so that they can move around with their information. So not just to be stationed, however they need to access information wherever they are.
And just show our viewers what is it that you're standing next to here.
Yeah, this is a project done by a bricklaying trainee. So you can see a combination of arts. So there they have built grasses. Here you have different colors, so it's different shapes.
And they are trying to build what?
So if you check here, you will see this is a fireplace. So you can roast your meat nicely here. So in there it can be outward and so on. So this is a decoration at the end of the wall. So these are all arts that someone needs to learn when it comes to join people. Namibia for having me. Goodbye.
Yes.
Thank you for tuning in today. If you know of someone you feel should feature on our show, please contact us at brave@synergy.com.na.